Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of your Florence Eagles versus the Stone County Tomcats. Tonight is the start of the real football season. We have had months and months ago a preseason. We've completed the regular season, and now we are in the postseason. It's playoff football time.
It is, and Sam, what a season, right? We talked all the way back at the beginning, the expectation of the Eagles and the standard that Coach Davis and the rest of the staff has set for Florence High School, really. I mean, we talk about just a history for a school that seems to be trending in the right direction.
Second year in the playoffs in a row.
Right. So now we're seeing them kind of check off what is a model of consistency here now at Florence High School, and that's getting to the playoffs. Now, does it look different? Absolutely. Last year's team, I would say, handles their district portion of the schedule a lot cleaner, a lot healthier.
With the number one seed.
And with the number
won their
one
district
seed.
last year.
We're looking at a different route here, but nevertheless, the real season is here, and this is exactly what Coach Davis wanted to begin, was a chance to vie for a state title.
Yeah, you know, last year they went into this postseason as the number one seed. Tonight they come in as the number 3 seed, and really the underdog as Stone County comes in as the number 2 seed. But really everything when you get into the postseason is just up for grabs. It's a whole new season, and anybody can win on any given Friday night. And tonight, obviously, we are hoping that is the Florence Eagles.
Right.
And, Ryan, I started immediately after last week's game. I just have been predicting that tonight was going to be a big Eagles win. I've said all season long, I think we've yet to see this team play their best football. I know we've yet to see them play their cleanest football. And I think tonight, and I hope tonight, might be the start of that.
Yeah, I think everybody that has watched a large portion of Eagles football would say we've seen them pass the ball really well. We've seen them run the ball and control the line of scrimmage at times. We've seen them work all together, but in spurts. The Eagles have yet to put it all together. We're just waiting and hoping that this poised football team now that has a season under their belt can come out here experienced, hungry, and ready. I mean, ready to defend the names on their back of their jerseys. The Eagles, Florence High School, coming out here with some energy, some grit, and some determination to come out here and just be physical and be clean and finally institute the game plan that you want to play with. Run the football, be physical, stay disciplined, cut the penalties, cut all the crap, play football.
Well, and, you know, one of the reasons that we pointed to for some of the inconsistency that we've seen from these Eagles this year is due to, I believe, the inexperience. You have a number, we talked about it over and over early in the season, a number of first-year varsity starters. Last year was a group of seniors. Many of them started for 3 years in a row. These guys, for most of them, this is their first full year as a varsity starter. But now you've got a year under your belt.
Right.
You're not a rookie anymore. You've had a full season, and so I hope tonight is the night where we see them put some of the mistakes that have hurt them and cost them some games, I believe, this year behind them. Put all of that game plan together and play to their capability, which when we have seen them playing to their capability this year, they've been a really hard team to contend with.
Yeah, and one of the beautiful things about making the postseason is exactly what we've alluded to already. It's 0-0. Though there
That's
are
right.
seedings, there are ways that we'll have to travel. It's looking like from this 3 seed, we'll be on the road a good bit if we continue to win. But it's 0-0. It's my guys versus your guys. But instead of it just being 0-0 like it was week 1, you have all of these things we now know about this team, what you're good at. What are your weaknesses? What are the ways we can game plan against other teams' strengths? And I think that's set the Eagles up really good and with a good route to really make some noise potentially in the postseason.
Yeah, and, you know, we want to talk some more about what the Eagles have to do to be successful tonight. We're going to talk some more about their opponents, but we know we've got several of you starting to tune in, and so go ahead and take a moment to share this broadcast across your Facebook feed or send it to your friends. And, of course, we are the road team, and so we are all the way down here at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College in Perkinston, and we're looking across at the guest sideline, and there's not a ton of Eagle fans down here as expected because it's such a long way away. So share this so that our hometown Florence folks can watch. But there may be some people that you know from around Stone County that want to tune in as well, and we'll welcome them also. And so if you've got some connections to Stone County, be sure and share that so they can tune into tonight's broadcast as well. Go ahead and do that for us so that everybody that you know can participate in enjoying this ball game tonight. All right, so it's going to be a beautiful night for football tonight. If we had one game this year that felt like football weather, fall football weather, tonight I think we're going to get a second one.
Yeah, I mean, looking out, it is now temperatures dipping below 60 for the first time in what feels like forever for us Mississippians. It is no chance of rain. It is a low windy night, but I expect with the cold weather coming in, the wind may pick up as the game goes along, and we'll be able to watch those flags on those goalposts to keep up with any kicking opportunities. But also, I want to mention about why it's important for you to share is the Eagle Sports Network is run, of course, by our team, but it is funded and supported completely by our community.
That's right.
And that's the very reason why we're in Perkinston, Mississippi right now.
We would not be here if it weren't for people who were willing to donate, give money, and we have awesome sponsors that do that all year long. I mean, we have some of the best sponsors. And we're so blessed in the Florence community that people come out and support our school well all week long, all season long, week in and week out. But this week, we knew that there was another opportunity, and it was going to take a little extra funding in order for us to get the rights to be able to bring you tonight's broadcast. And that Florence community just came through like they always do to ensure that we had more than enough to bring you tonight's broadcast. And if the Eagles are fortunate enough to win, we'll be sure and bring you next week as well.
Yeah, it is a huge thank you to you guys at home for funding us, being able to get that money needed to stream this game, and that's the importance of sharing it. It is for our community, so we want to make sure that playoff football for the Eagles finds its way into living rooms all across the Florence and potentially Mississippi tonight.
That's right. So, Ryan, let's talk a little bit about tonight's football game, and we'll take you to a commercial break in a few minutes and then get back for the kickoff. What are some keys that Florence has to accomplish tonight to be successful?
I think, and it's ever since the Brookhaven game, we went in and we were talking about the importance of one thing, and that was a viable offense. I'm going to go ahead and challenge and say that Eagle offensive line has got to put its staple on this game. Now, when went to Brookhaven and lost a tough one, and then the next week the offensive line really shows up big time.
They did.
And then we are seeing a model of consistency for this offense when it lives and dies by that offensive line. So Florence has got to be able to protect. In what little I think they'll pass the ball today, they need to be in the trenches really moving some Tomcat defensive linemen for that to really work. And then what I want to see from anyone wearing the white jersey tonight is a model of coolness, cool-headedness, playing consistent and playing clean. We have watched a trend at times where this Eagle team could definitely get beyond themselves with the penalties, with their mouths, with their attitudes. I want to see this team really come together tonight and gel and play clean for 4 quarters.
And I think those two things are connected. Because what you're talking about with playing clean and not making mistakes, playing composed, has been what has allowed this offense to be successful when they have been successful. We've talked about it a lot. When the offense has not made mistakes, has not put themselves behind the chains, has not been penalized, then they have been more successful this year, and they have had times where they've done that really, really well. In fact, we've had in almost every ball game really fast starts. We've just struggled to maintain that level of intensity, that level of execution, and that high level of play throughout different portions of the game. And if they're able to do that across not just 1 quarter, not just 2 quarters, but across 4 tonight, I think that will bode well for the result that will come from that kind of consistency.
Well, we do get a good look at what Eagles did make the drive down here to join us at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College to watch the Eagles take on the Stone High School Tomcats. We, Eagle Sports Network, are going to take you into just a small commercial break. When we return, we will continue to talk pregame. Thank you to Jared and Sheila Morrison for sponsoring our pregame today for this postseason. And also, you'll get a word from the rest of our sponsors here on this small commercial break.
Well, all right, sports fans, welcome back to the Eagles Sports Network. As you can see, the Eagles are warming up. The Stone County Tomcats have been on the field previously. They are now back in their locker room. And, Ryan, we were just talking about some of the things that the offense and defense need to be successful. You mentioned the offensive line. A couple of changes on the offensive line tonight. Nate Tucker is out. And that's the starting center, and so that's a big position to replace in a playoff game. Who do we have coming in to take those to be given those snaps?
Yeah, we've heard a couple of different things, so we'll just give you a couple different names until we actually see the offense take the field. We've been told that Ethan James has warmed up a little bit at center, and we've also heard that Evan Easley has warmed up some at center as well. We're going to get you the development on that as soon as we know exactly who that is. I'm looking at first team right now, and it looks to me like Ethan James. Yep. But nevertheless, no matter who that guy is, it is going to be absolutely important for him to be able to deliver in the next man up mentality at what is a vital position for this offense.
Yeah, getting those snaps, not only just being able to deliver them, but certainly then following up with the blocks, because we know this Florence offense wants to be strong at the point of attack. They want to be able to control the line of scrimmage, and I think their success tonight in large part will depend on whether or not they will be able to do that. We also know that Stone County is a team that wants to kind of try to do the same thing. Stone County wants to come out. They have two big running backs, and they have a power running game that served them well this year. They want to come out and control the line of scrimmage as well, and we've seen Florence for most of this year on defense come out in a three-man front. They like to run kind of a 3-3-5 type look on defense. Last week we saw them unveil for the first time this season a heavier box with a four-man front. And do you think we'll see some more four-man front tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if it's 3 or 4, and I was just about to mention we're talking about Nate Tucker being out and watching the ones right now warm up. If you look just across the offensive line to the defensive line, Big Trip Smith is back. So we talked about last week just how important it was for him and Kaysen alike to be able to flex in and out. What I do think we will see, and what we've been told, is there'll be a lot of white jerseys around that line of scrimmage. And whether we see 3 down linemen or 4, I think we're going to see a lot of bodies crowd that football, especially knowing what we know about Stone and what they want to do and to have success for their offense tonight.
Yeah, the Florence defense has been the strength of the team so far this year. Been a really consistent unit, have made it difficult at times for teams to run the ball, and have really been ball hawks when the ball has been in the air. It'll be good to have Trip Smith back tonight, who not only is a key part of stopping the running game for other teams, but probably the best pass rusher from a position with his hand on the ground for these Florence Eagles. And it'll be interesting to see if they're able to stop that run. You know, the one team that they really struggled to stop the run against was South Jones, a game that they lost. And South Jones in the second half of that football game just lined up, ran it straight ahead between the guards over and over and over. And while the defense made it difficult for them, they just weren't able to get the stops consistently and to keep that South Jones team from being able to score that go-ahead touchdown and then a field goal later on in the game. And so we'll see if they can have some more success. And one of the things that defense needs to be successful to stop that is for the offense to be able to give them a break.
Absolutely. We talked about how important that would be going to South Jones to play. We saw just how important it was when that game didn't work the way we thought it was going to. And what I want to applaud the defense for, especially in that South Jones effort, even in the midst of what seemed to be such a frustrating half where they couldn't get a stop, they were getting beat in ways they didn't plan for. We talked about how South Jones wanted to go out and throw the ball.
Which they tried to do in the first quarter and a half.
The Eagle defense says absolutely not. We're not allowing you to play to your strengths, but when they went to their weaknesses, the Eagle defense couldn't get a stop.
Yeah.
Along paired with that, the inability for the offense to move the ball, we have seen this team on both sides look better in ways. The offense has been a little bit more viable, and the defense we did see make an adjustment, go to a four-man front. And we talked about it last week. It's so important now that you have guys that can be your four-man front that, if we get in this game and we need it, it's there.
That's right. And this defense, just to give them the credit that they deserve, they did get some stops even in that second half last week. They gave up a lot of yards. They made a turnover deep in the red zone, made a four-down stop deep in the red zone, and held that South Jones team to field goal attempts on multiple occasions. But they just gave up a ton of yards and eventually got worn out. And that's been one of the things that when this offense has been able to give them time to get off the field, recover, catch their breath, they've been a really, really tough unit. The big playmaker for the Florence Eagles, as always, is number 0, Brian Davis. And one of the things that we always have to watch and talk about is how they manage Brian's load between playing offense and defense, kick return, kick cover. I don't think there's a team or a series of plays seldom that he is not on the field. And so where do you expect to see Brian on the offense tonight? He's lined up at tailback. He's lined up in the slot more in recent weeks. Even some rumors about maybe him taking some snaps at quarterback at some point. What do you think we can expect to see out of Brian Davis, who is our reigning Temp Staff Player of the Week?
Well, listen, I don't know that there is any place that Brian is not available. You said, I don't know if there's a single team. I don't know that there's a single position they wouldn't put this kid at. He has proved that he can play a little bit of safety. He can play a little bit of corner. We've watched him come up into the box and make tackles right at the line of scrimmage. And on offense, we've seen him in the tailback position. We've seen him in the slot. What I think for the Eagles to be successful tonight, and we talked about this pregame last week, I like our offense when he can stay in that slot position.
Yep.
When we have those guys, that trio, right, of Houston, R.J. Davis, and Zay Smith, when they are coming in and filling in that tailback and he can be at the slot, I find it more effective and more confusion happening for the other side of the ball and those opposing defenses when you're able to use him in that situation. So I expect to see him in the slot. I also expect to see him and Batee play a lot on those off the tackle.
On the wingback spot.
And maybe see if we can't get some misdirection towards not the outside. We have not seen this team be able to really conquer that yet.
Yep.
But right off that tackle spot, see if we can't get some space through the hashes.
And I misspoke earlier. Brian Davis is a 3-time Temp Staff Player of the Week. The reigning Temp Staff Player of the Week is Aiden Hemphill. And I think Aiden's got to have a big game tonight because one of the ways that we can manage Brian Davis's load is to try to allow him to get some time to catch his breath when there are other guys that can play on defense. I believe that Brian's role on the offense is so key because we struggle to move the ball when he's not in there, but sometimes when he's playing so many snaps, he just runs out of gas. We saw him have opportunities to break a couple of different plays at South Jones, and it just looked like he was just exhausted and didn't have enough in the tank to make that one last guy miss so that he could take it to the house. And so I think there's several guys on defense that need to have big games tonight. Cortland Batee, Aiden Hemphill, Rylan McFall, There's probably others whose names I'm not remembering at this moment. But if those guys can play well enough in that back end so that Brian can maybe step off the field on occasion on defense so that he's fresh on offense, I think this offense will look really, really sharp.
Yeah, I thought that Aiden Hempill's game last week was big for a couple different reasons. Obviously, it was a special moment. It was on senior night. It was coming off of an interception that he got on defense. We're talking about how big we need playmakers on defense to step up. Well, he's the one that came through and made that happen. And also, we see he steps in on offense on just a two-step drop from Kane under center. We're going to take you to the field for some pregame festivities, and we'll get right back to you on the Eagle Sports Network.
Now your captains for tonight's game. For the visiting Eagles, number 77, Cade Sills. Number 31, Hayden Boykin. Number 8, Aiden Hempill. For the Tomcats, number 3, DeAndre Smith. Number 24, Kylan Burnett. Number 50, Colton Ladner. And number 51, Dalton Stringer. The Eagles win the toss, they'll defer, so Stone will begin the game on offense.
All right, so maybe you could hear it there on the field. The Eagles won the toss and deferred to the second half, and so Stone County will receive this opening kickoff, and that's how we'll get ready to start this game. We do have our ref wearing a mic tonight, and so we'll get some of those calls. In the meantime, we are ready for our national anthem, so we'll keep it here on the field as we prepare for the presentation of the colors.
We ask that before rising for the playing of our national anthem, you quietly consider a couple of facts and actions you might practice during its playing. It is hoped that you personally will honor and respect every military member who has given his or her life so you are able to enjoy the freedoms you have while living in this country for which they fought. When you stand quietly while looking at the flag, you are showing respect for the sacrifices they made in protecting our flag and our valued way of life. Please remain standing and remove all headgear as the Tomcats proudly salute the United States of America with the presentation of our national anthem. The Stone High Pride Brass Ensemble will be performing tonight's national anthem under the direction of Ms. Ida Mitchell, Director of Bands.
Presenting the national anthem, and it's almost time for playoff football. Just about a minute left to go. Count on the countdown clock, And you see great shots of the cheerleaders. We have had some more fans roll in from the Florence area. And just want to remind you one last time before we get this game underway to go ahead and share this broadcast. We know that the Eagles are away, and there's a lot of people back in Florence and Rankin County that are going to want to watch this game. So be sure you put it in your Facebook feed or send the link to your friends so that they are able to watch this game and enjoy all of tonight's action. And then we welcome in anybody who may be watching with us that are from right here in Stone County. Any people who are Stone County fans, you're welcome. We welcome you to the broadcast. We do just tell you right up front that this is the Eagle Sports Network broadcast.
Emphasis on Eagles.
We are unapologetically pro-Florence Eagles. If they weren't here, we wouldn't be here. Now, we do want both teams to play well. We want them to be safe. We try to call the game in the most positive way that you can for both teams. But if it bothers you that we are pro-Florence, you may want to try to find another broadcast because we are big Eagle fans here. All right, you see the Tomcats have taken the field. Their cheerleaders have run them on, and here come your Florence Eagles. Both teams have already had a good start to tonight's game. I'm a firm believer that the best way to get a good start to the game is don't trip in the run-through. If you trip in the run-through, it is hard to recover.
It is.
But if you can make it through that, you're already on your way to a successful ball game. So good job on that from the players on all teams. Stone County getting ready to send out their receiving team, and the Eagles getting ready to send out their kicking team. Hayden Boykin always dangerous on these kickoffs.
We are approaching this kickoff, starting playoff football, Sam, and I am just reminded just how blessed the Eagle Sports Network is. We are in what is one of the best press boxes we've been in, thanks to Stone and their home field here at Mississippi Gulf Coast. And so we thank you, Eagle Sports Network, for allowing us to be the ones to come to bring this game right into your living room with awesome camera shots of pregame run-ins. You
can see Boykin getting ready to spot this football. They're having a discussion. This has happened a couple times where the officials want to look at the type of football that he's using, and they're going to make him swap footballs here. I don't know if we can get a shot of that. They're throwing that football out. And this has happened multiple times. The coaches always get involved, and there's certain markings for approved balls that they are supposed to use, and now they're going to look at this one to make sure that it's the right football, and they bring it in. And so as soon as they get the right football in, we are going to get this one underway. Boykin can get this ball a number of different ways. You see those Stone County upbacks all at the 50-yard line and all inside the hashes. Just a few of them, two to his left, scattered. Stone County Tomcats definitely prepared for some type of onside. Boykin is also able to kick this ball oftentimes.
A lot of space on this close side. A lot of space, and you'll see them spread out now. They're prepared for that fake to go right up the middle. We'll see if Coach Davis will try anything off to the side from here on out.
Yeah, a lot of space to the left. They're overloaded to Boykin's right. He's going to kick this one deep. It's going to be received at about the 10-yard line. He brings it back in the middle of the field. Got a seam there. He's tackled at about the 35-yard line, and that is where the Stone County Tomcat offense will come out. Good coverage there by the Eagles.
Yeah, Aiden Hemphill and Emerson Sagini there on the stop. Early, and that's about one of the best ways you could set up your defense, Sam, is to not allow a big return. Boykin proven that he can kick it deep over the past couple of weeks. We haven't seen a lot of onside attempts in the last, now moving into 5 quarters of play for the Eagles, but a good job wrapping up by the special teams, and here come the Tomcats on offense.
Tomcats going to come out with twins to the left. Single back in the shotgun. They give it to the running
Trip
back.
Smith.
Welcome back, Trip Smith. Tackle for loss in the backfield on the first play of the game. We talked about how big he is, and he announces his presence on the very first play.
Wow. One of the quotes was, Sam, and I love that we just get to have this type of conversations with Coach. He says, watch how many tackles for loss that 52 has today. He gets the night started with the tackle for loss right there, second long for the Tomcats.
Same formation now to the right side with the receivers.
And now
this time it's Kason Harris. Same play, other side, same result. 34 with another big tackle for loss, and a great sign early as these Eagle defenders are getting some penetration off the left side against this Stone County offensive line.
Now
going to bring up third and about 18 yards.
A week ago, Sam, this is where we saw the Eagles play their best, and we've seen it in third and long situations, the ability to get to the quarterback. Now, Tripp was out last week. What we saw in these third and longs was the secondary got hungry. We had a dropped interception and an interception on third and long.
Third and long here. See if the Eagles can generate some pressure. They bring a man in motion. Quarterback tosses it to him. He's going to know where to go. They do a good job. Aiden Hemphill strings it out to that near boundary, runs him out of bounds short of the 30-yard line, and that's a great defensive start for these Eagles.
Yeah, you couldn't have scripted it up any better. That didn't include a turnover. So great job by the Eagles coming out with a good plan of attack.
Brian Davis has been extremely dangerous on punt returns in recent weeks. He's going to get a chance to return this one. Stone County punter was booming them in warm-ups. He hits a good one here. Returnable. Davis catches the 45, cuts back to his right. Now across the 50 to the 40, at the 30 down the sideline, and there's a flag down at the 50-yard line, and Batee can't believe it. We saw him do a great job with this last week, trying to seal that corner. They get him here for what looks to be maybe a block in the back.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have replays for you right now. Our system is just not cooperating with us, but I'm going to give you what these commentator eyes saw. It looked to me like Batee hit a player from his side. He is in front of Davis. It's a bang-bang call.
Holding.
Going to get a call from a white hat here. It is holding, and it looks like the Eagles are going to be some non-beneficiaries there from a bang-bang call. I thought that Batee was just in the play enough for it to not matter. Referees see otherwise. Nevertheless, Eagles set up shop right at the 40-yard line.
You hate to have the big return call back. We talk about how dangerous he is. Still gives your offense the ball at their own 40, but you wanted to have it at your opponent's 20.
Yep.
60 yards worth of penalty is a big one.
And here comes the Eagle offense.
Eagles come out. Two receivers to the right, I formation.
Quarterback for the Eagles, number 12, Kane Ashley.
Kane gives this one to the running back. Eagle offensive line drives him ahead for a short gain. Not a lot there.
Well, Sam, it looks like they're going to end up getting about 5 on this play. The blue jerseys met him at probably the 1-yard gain line, and that offensive line just continues to work and continues to work. That's a good sign early.
Yeah, hit at the line of scrimmage. Looks like for maybe a gain of 1 because the push of the pile turns into a gain of 5. Ashley again under center. Now he'll shift back in the shotgun. They give this one to Smith off the left side. He runs through a couple of arm tackles, flags fly. Looked like there may have been some motion on that left side, but the preliminary call is a hold. We'll hear from our white hat.
Offense, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
So there you have it, holding on the offense. 2 penalties early here against the Eagles. We talked about the importance of them playing clean, and that's going to take you back to second and about 12. When you're moving the ball but having to go backward, it sure does make it tough on your offense. This has been a trend we've seen for these Eagles to come out and hurt themselves, see if they can clean it up. Stone County with some good size up front. Heavy nose guard. A lot of bodies in the box. Ashley going to give this one to Xavier Smith, who's hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up third and about 12. No gain on that play.
Yeah,
actually lost a couple.
They go back to the same play there, just off of the different hash, moving back towards the open part of the field. There's just nothing there. Early indications, nothing there really. Even going back to the 5-yard gain, a lot happening at the line of scrimmage, and it's more positives towards the Tomcats here early.
Trips to the left this time for the Eagles.
Davis is in the slot, one safety.
See if they can protect Ashley. He is looking to pass. Pressure early. Now he's got to pull it down and run. He's hit the 35. Going to be sacked. No time for Ashley as pressure comes right off the right side. I'm sorry, off of his left side, the defense's right side, the side that they were rolling him to, which is hard to imagine. But just no time. He does a good job not making a mistake and pulling that down, and so both defenses come out and get stops. Hayden Boykin now will come out to punt for the Eagles.
This one does not come off his foot very well, but it
Take
will
a good
take
roll.
an Eagle bounce.
Yeah, that's not Boykin's best kick, but the result is not that bad as it's going to roll all the way down to the 29-yard line. All right, stay tuned for more Eagle football when we come back.
That ball will be dead at the Tomcats' 29-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop. First down and 10 for the Tomcats.
All right, welcome back. Tomcats with the ball now. Second possession. They give it to the running back again, this time off the right side. Eagles stop him after a short gain.
Yeah, looked like Houston able to get his arms around him there. We are seeing a lot of white jerseys around the line of scrimmage. You see Trip Smith does get a good break there. He's just running behind that play. So both defensive lines putting their stamp on the game early.
And you are seeing a 4-man front out for the Eagles right now, 4 down linemen. Tomcats go empty here. And it's going to be a timeout on the field. Tomcats thought they had something brewing. Eagle coaching staff upset with something. As they go to a timeout, we will as well. Stay tuned for more Eagle football when we return. All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. It is 0-0 with 7 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Stone County Tomcats have the ball, second and about 7 yards on their own 32-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep this one now. Breaks it out to the right side. He's got room across the 40. Going to be tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice gain there on second down. First time we've seen the Stone County Tomcat offense be able to take a chunk. That run's good for a first down. A little room there off the right side as he breaks one tackle and then bounces it out for first down yardage. First and 10 from the 49 of the Eagles. Going to run it again off the right side this time. He's going to be up near another first down, brought down around the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 that time and starting to see a little room as that's just a straight ahead run and he gets to the second level.
Yeah, it looks like those 4 white jerseys up front not doing a good job as they did on that first drive now, clogging up the A gap and B gap. These are just simple designs here by the Tomcats.
2nd and 1. They give it straight ahead again.
And look at Houston.
Jaden Houston steps in, and he's going to stop him near the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd down in about 1.
No gain on the play for number 24, Kylan Burnett. This is brought down by number 1, Houston.
Yeah, the Eagles were able to get some tackle for gains as the Tomcats were trying to run a little wider early on.
Yep.
And now as they've gotten a little more north and south, they've found a little more room.
Big 3rd down here. What seems to be go territory for the Tomcats.
They give it straight ahead. Eagles miss a tackle in the backfield. He bounces across the left side, across the 30, makes a man miss. Hit hard by Kason Smith as he catches him from behind at the 25-yard line. But that's another 1st down.
Yeah, you see what happens here is there's a lot that happens in the backfield. Eagles just don't have a guy in the right spot. He breaks it to the outside, but huge commend for the effort there. Kason Harris comes all the way from the defensive line.
Great pursuit by him.
Makes a tackle all the way deep into the secondary.
Stone County looking to pass this time. They swing it out to the left. Ball is thrown high, incomplete. And you start to see here why, if you're the Florence Eagle defense, why you just have to force them to do something other than run. Quarterback high and inaccurate there. When this Eagle defense has forced the other team to put the ball in the air, they have been the beneficiaries. We'll see what they're willing and able to do to slow down and stop this Tomcat rushing attack. As the Tomcats, again, have everybody packed in tight. Give it on a counter back into the left side. 23 breaks it across the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Tomcats on a little counter action back to the inside. They run it straight back up the middle and all the way into the end zone for the 1st score of the game.
Yeah, Sam, I was surprised to even see them trying to throw the ball there on 1st and 10. There hasn't been a lot of resistance to this running attack here on this drive specifically. You see them 2 back, split back. They use some motion and deception there, and he goes essentially untouched to the end zone.
All right, so the Tomcats take the lead in this one. When we return, we'll get you the kickoff. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. Stone County strikes first with a 7-0 lead here in this 1st quarter, about 5:04 remaining. Eagles prepare to receive this football. They've got 3 guys deep. Looks like Brian Davis in the center, Batee on one side.
And it
is that Houston?
Like
or is it
RJ
RJ?
Davis.
That is RJ. He's got his visor on tonight. RJ Davis, the other deep man.
The early development here, Sam, as the referees are working something out here.
And now was there
there must have been a penalty.
I did not see the flag, but
wow. I mean, they're bringing them all the way up to the Eagle 45-yard line. Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty. There's
had to
be
something on the extra point,
like an unsportsmanlike that happens there.
Yeah, didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
We missed it, but this should limit the return options for the Eagles. You get to kick off in their end.
I imagine this will go.
And they do squib this one. Ball's loose.
Wow.
Nice play by that Eagle
Hemphill.
up back. Aiden Hemphill does a good job falling on that ball, and with that field position, they elect to squib it. It almost gets away. Hemphill does a great job falling on at the 25-yard line.
The earliest development as the Eagle offense comes out here is exactly what we thought could be a troublesome recipe. Is the Eagle defense gets a stop early. The offense comes out and puts together more penalty yards
backward, yeah.
than they do offensive yards, and then the defense comes back out and immediately gives up 7. So need the offense to put together a little drive here, and it starts right at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, offense needs to respond here. They need to respond by playing clean and not going backward. Ashley back under center in the I formation. Toss this one to Davis from the tailback spot. He bounces around the outside. Going to be pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Gain of about 6 on that play.
Yeah, we don't see the Eagles run that toss design very much, but we also haven't seen the Eagles out of the eye just an incredibly ton this year ever since early in the season. A lot of running for 5 yards there. We'll see just how often they go with that toss design, but it is positive yards on first down once again.
And no penalty.
Right.
This time it's to Davis in motion. He cuts it back in through the inside. He's going to be tackled just across the 35-yard line. Going to be near a first down.
Will be a first down for Davis. We talked about him coming off of that side of the tackle there and not trying to get that all the way outside. You see him there put his foot in the ground early, gets north and south. The Eagle offense now got a first down under their belt.
This is what you need to see them do. Continue to move the chains, get first downs, force this Stone Tomcat defense to work a little bit. Keep it on the ground here. This time it's RJ who's cut down as he cuts across the 45-yard line.
And that looks to be good for another first down. It is. Good job there responding, able to get through the tackles here with one of those three-headed monster there, R.J. Davis getting the carry.
And this Eagle offense has been able to run the ball on every possession. The penalties were the issue that hurt them on their first possession. This is a give to the fullback. Nice step through the cut right there, as Xavier Smith does a nice job as the first man through. And he's got another gain of maybe 9 on that play.
Yep, you'll see another piece to that three-part puzzle that we like in the tailback position. Zay Smith loses his footing there off the handoff, continues to run sideways, breaking tackle, and another big chunk run by the Eagle offense.
Eagles with 5 men across that defensive front.
Brian is in the slot again.
Give this one to RJ across the left side. He's hitting the backfield. Stopped. I think he's going to have the first down. That defender on the backside just trailed that play. RJ was trying to be patient and got caught from the backside, but not before he's got the first down yardage.
Number 10, Davis will pick up the first down. He'll be tackled by number 51, Dalton Stringer.
Good to see the success on the ground by the Eagle rushing attack and by this offensive line. They are having to block extra bodies right up on that line of scrimmage, but handling it well so far.
I formation again.
Flags fly as this one is tossed out to the right. Just not a lot of blocking there as the Stone County Tomcats are sending everyone at the ball carrier. As soon as it is snapped, he stopped for a loss. We'll see the flag. Maybe there wasn't a flag. I thought I saw, maybe I saw something else. Maybe I saw some yellow gloves out there. I see two, maybe I saw yellow gloves. As it is, second about 4. Interesting to see how this Eagle coaching staff adjusts to that kind of pursuit to any motion. Again, only a single high safety. Ashley is looking to throw this time. That one's caught.
Wow, that's a really nice job. Kane takes just a small drop. There's pressure again off of his left. He's able to get that throw out right there with the Tomcat right in front of him. He and Keegan Cooper have been on time here the past couple of weeks. Good to see them get on the page here in the first quarter and make this a third and manageable.
Yeah, nice throw and catch right there by Ashley and Keegan Cooper. See if the Eagles can convert this third down and keep this drive alive. Eagles give it off the left side to R.J. Davis. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He will not have the first down, and that'll bring down a 4th down. We watched Hayden Boykin kick quite a bit in pregame. I think this would be just outside his range, especially to try this early in a ball game. Because of the loss of yardage, moves you all the way back to 4th and about 4.
Yep, you see Hempill and Cooper gathered around Coach Husky right now. It'll be Keegan coming in with the call. Looks like this is a go situation here. Maybe see if we can get a Tomcat to jump off sides here.
Yeah, great time to try that.
Just 5 on the play clock.
Brian Davis hitting the backfield. All kinds of blue jerseys pouring through on a 4th down and short play. We just elect to run it straight ahead into a sea of blue jerseys. No deception, no time to try to get them to give you free 5. And the Stone County crew beginning to impose their will across both lines of scrimmage.
Yeah, that wasn't the best attempt that I've seen at a 4th and 4 or 5 to go here.
After you got stoned on 3rd and 2, you ran the same play other side and lost 2 more.
Well, the Eagle defense on the field here in desperate need of a stop. Stone leading this game 7-0.
Eagles miss a tackle in the backfield. Flags fly. They push him out of bounds. Up near first down yardage, but we'll see if this one's coming back. Eagles miss another tackle in the backfield there.
In the back against the offense is declined. We have a holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Down.
Good explanation there from our white hat. There's a couple of penalties on this play. We don't choose the block in the back because it happens up and would give positive yardage. Instead, we'll take that hold and bring up a 1st and 20 here. So another primed position here for the defense to come up with the stop.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Quarterback looking to pass this time, throws it out to his right now when it's dropped. Eagles are giving some cushion to these outside receivers, but again we see when Stone County tries to put the ball in the air that is not what they are the most comfortable doing.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty apparent. Quarterback sails one. That's a better throw there.
Yeah.
Wide receiver just
throw was there.
Not on right timing, a little behind him. He tries to run before he's got the ball, and it's an incomplete pass and a 2nd and 20 here with 2 seconds left in the first quarter.
Going to give this one to the running back. Again, he slips another tackle in the backfield. Eagles really struggling to tackle so far in this ball game. They do track him down. He's tackled about the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the Stone County Tomcats leading this one 7-0. Stay tuned for more football when we return right here on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Stone County with the football, 3rd and 10 from their own 35. Quarterback tosses this one out to his right. It's a toss pass. Now he pulls it down. Got room to run. He's crossed the 50-yard line, has the first down yardage. R.J. Davis with a nice tackle, but not before he's got yardage on the first down. Tomcats try for a little razzle-dazzle with the toss pass. Flags fly late.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go the way the Eagles want it
I
to
think
go.
this is another example of a composure issue. We talked about the importance of that for these Eagles. This is going to be 15 on top of what was already a disastrous play. Writing a number down here, that's usually a good indication it's going to be an unsportsmanlike. See if he gives us a call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. The results of the play is a first down.
Yeah, that's
So not as disastrous as it could have been.
right. That play's going to stand there.
But here's the issue. The offense was first. Maintain your composure, and you move the offense 15 yards backward because you are not composed and you are not disciplined. You give them the result of the gain of the play. It's hurt the Eagles all season long. It hurts them here tonight. Eagles with more bodies in the box. Stone County responds by looking to pass. Heavy pressure. They throw it out to the back, who steps out of bounds all the way back at the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a big loss on the play. Nice play by that Eagles defense as you see them really commit bodies to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they have decided they are going to try and force this Stone County team to do something other than run the football. The result of that has been good. They had third down and long play, just couldn't get that stop. Going to be second down and long again.
Now, here's something I want the defense to really take note of and us watching to take note of. 23 is an elusive guy for the Tomcats, but the Eagles aren't pursuing him very well at all, just allowing him to make all kinds of moves.
They give it to 2 here. That's a nice play to come up out of that secondary by Batee. Gain of about 9, going to bring up third and about 10.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards there. And though third and 11, 10.5 is where you want to be, if you're looking at how the Tomcats are able to move the football right now, it almost feels like third and 10 might as well be third and 1. So the Eagles got to come up with some type of effort here close to the football.
Quarterback's looking to pass this time. Eagles bring pressure. He's got to throw it out, and he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Nice pressure by that Eagle defense. Everybody covered down the field. Bring up 4th down and 10. Looks to be a punting situation for the Tomcats.
Yeah, that play right there doesn't tell me much new information. Eagles doing a great job when the quarterback keeps the ball in his hands. Really surprised here by the Tomcats to not try to get at least half of this back and maybe in a go situation.
Surprised they threw that football.
Every time that they throw the ball, I find myself surprised with just the amount of success they're having of the Eagles missing tackles.
Tomcats do punt this football. They angle it. It hits out of bounds short of the 20-yard line. They learned their lesson after that initial punt return where Brian Davis breaks a big one, and so they don't let him have an opportunity to return this time. All right, here comes the Eagle offense. They've been unable to generate any points so far, but they have generated some yards. Last drive, they drove the ball down into Tomcat territory and stalled on consecutive 3rd and 4th down running plays straight ahead. We'll see if they can continue to find that success and see if they open up the playbook at all. Because Stone County is really committing bodies to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and we figured they would. We thought that this game would look similarly on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Not seeing much an adjustment here by the Eagle offense early.
Eagles stay in the I formation. Run this ball straight ahead. Short gain on the play.
Eagles have looked okay on 1st down. It's been in these obvious run situations. There hasn't just been a lot of deception by the Eagle offense, continuing to just move that ball between the tackles and allowing the Tomcats to keep a numbers advantage on your offensive line. Let's see how they handle this 2nd and potential 3rd down here now on the 3rd drive of the game for the offense.
Stay in the I formation. Stone County walks another man into the box. Actually going to throw this one, and that ball is caught by Hemphill, who does an excellent job shielding the defender going down low to catch that football. Going to be near a first down.
Getting a signal here.
I believe they're going to give him
for
the
a first down. It is right at the line to gain.
Yeah, they're going to wave him ahead. Nice throw and catch right there by the Eagle offense to move the chains.
I tell you, Ashley almost holds that ball a second too long. That play is developing. It seemed to be the plan from the go. Got to get that ball out of your hand just a little bit, but Aiden Hemphill does a fantastic job shielding the defender off, gets right to the line to gain. Now the Eagle offense, another first down under their belt.
Going to be a timeout on the field here. Is Coach Davis going to take a timeout? As he does, we will as well. Stay tuned for more Eagle football
Florence,
here on the Eagle Sports
timeout of the half.
Network.
We'll take this opportunity to recognize our 2024 Tomcats cheerleaders. Actually, we'll recognize your cheerleaders the next time you play.
All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network as your Eagles trail the Stone County Tomcats 7-0. Eagles do have the football, 1st and 10 now from their 33-yard line. Eagles predominantly use the I formation. They do again here. Give this one to Brian Davis, who's hit right at the line of scrimmage and driven back. No gain on that play. You know, Brian Davis is a very effective back, very elusive. One of the things that he's not as powerful, but he does a good job getting a few yards before he's driven back there. Just interesting to see him as the deep back in that I set that close. It doesn't quite match his strongest skill set, but he could break one of these at any moment, so you want him to get those touches, and that's one way to do it. He'll stay in at tailback here.
Might see a pitch here again. He's got his brother right in front of him, fullback position.
Ashley looking to pass, heavy pressure. He steps out of one tackle, throws this one away, almost picked. Good job by Ashley to get rid of that football. Would have liked to see him just step it out of bounds there as his blue jersey gets awful close to it, but a heck of a play by him to stay alive long enough to get rid of it. Just no time. Again, as soon as he leaves the pocket, there are blue jerseys all over him. It's the second time we've seen them try to roll him out, but seemingly they roll him into the pressure. He seems to do better when he just can simply stand in the pocket. Once that pocket is broken, they're all over him.
Yeah, in those rolls are telling me that this pressure is expected. It just also tells me we don't know where the pressure is coming from. If Ashley could roll the other way, it would buy him some time. 3rd and long here, though.
Ashley with a good job stepping up here. He keeps it and tries to run ahead. He's going to be tackled short of the first down, but you see it again there. He's rolling out looking to find someone, but just no time. And that's all that the quarterback can do is lower his shoulder and run it ahead. He'll not be able to get enough for the first down. That'll bring up a punting situation again for this Eagle offense.
Now let's see how fast they elect to go here. We have seen Boykin roll here. We'll see what Coach Davis has up his sleeve.
Tomcats with nobody deep to return. They are not expecting a punt. They have all 11 up to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like Coach Davis is going to take another timeout here.
I think they sniffed out what was happening here like we did. They've seen on film that was a likely
this is the 3rd and final timeout of the half
situation that the Eagles may want to go for that, and a situation where you would expect that, and so they didn't even have a returner back. They were looking for that and may still be coming out of this timeout.
So what does this timeout tell you, Sam? If it's a situation, maybe what I was thinking, Boykin would have an option to punt the ball or keep the ball. A timeout tells me here that there may have been some talk about in a go-go situation, but I'm seeing the punt team come back out. So I'm interested to know exactly the logic behind spending your last timeout.
Yeah. I think the call was on for Boykin or someone to run that football, and when they saw that the Tomcats didn't have anybody deep to return, they went ahead and changed the call here. We'll see. Now they spread them out. We'll see if they still try to run this football or if they decide to go ahead and kick it, since the Tomcats don't have anybody deep to return.
Play is whistled in.
Boykin punts this football, punts it high. Eagles down there to cover. Another nice bounce. This one going to go all the way down to the 15-yard line. And that's a pretty good circumstance situation as the Eagles drive this Stone County offense deep into their own territory and give their defense a lot of field to work with.
Yeah, I think in that roll situation where you can punt, it doesn't give you the downfield coverage benefit that you get when you spread them out like that. So high end-over-end kick allows your guys to get down there. If Boykin does get a little leg into this, it gives them an opportunity to cover it up without the chance of a touchback. So great job, sets up the defense here. And the Tomcats with some bad starting field position once again.
Quarterback with a little reverse action this time. Running back's got it outside the 20. Nice tackle from the inside out there as Xavier Smith runs him down about the 22-yard line. We're seeing the Eagles struggle with that little counter fake pitch to one side. He gives it to the back coming across in the opposite direction. That misdirection action is the play that the Stone County touchdown run came off of, and they get another good gain off of it here.
Three down linemen this time for the Eagle defense.
Going to give this one to his running back. Aiden Hemphill meets him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like he gets enough there, but a good job just staying contained there by Hemphill. I know he doesn't get him for a loss or even set up a third down situation, but he stays composed and chooses his moment to go right at him and doesn't give up unnecessary yards like the Eagle defense has struggled with so far in this first half.
That's right. Can't afford to miss that tackle right there. Kind of breaks down, gets an ankle. Eagles with more field to work with, playing more of a contain approach. Quick pitch to the running back. He's going to be hit near the line of scrimmage. Going to have another short gain on the play. After that run, going to bring up second and about 7 yards.
Much better job there by the front. Need to set up a big third down here if you're the Eagle defense.
And run this one straight ahead. Back's going to bounce this one outside.
Wow,
Brian Davis comes up and cuts him down. And that's a nice play. And you talk about all the different ways that he helps you. He makes a nice one right there.
Yeah, and I think if you ask Brian, on the first couple of drives, what he's done is put his feet in the ground and says, no, you run to me. This time he says, I'm coming to you. He sees him break that tackle. He gets back over there and gets a nice tackle out in the open field. That's what the Eagle defense needs to do, is play with some urgency and get to the football here.
Big play here on third down. Third down, maybe 6.5. Eagles would love to get this football back. Going to be a timeout here, Stone County. As they take a timeout, we will as well. Stay tuned for more football here on the Eagle Sports Network when we return.
Timeout, Stone County. Now we'll recognize the rest of our Tomcat cheerleaders. Sophomores, Tanaya Boggs, Presley Hunt, Stella Jenkins, Jalen Leidig, Avery Leimer, Aiden Lozana, Kennedy Turman, junior cheerleaders, Cadence Dickens, Shamir Haley, All-American, Hallie Kuchler, Kaylin McBride, Bailey Simmons, All-American. Your senior cheerleaders, Caden Johnson, All-American.
Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network as the Eagles trail the Stone County Tomcats 7-0. It's third down and about 6 yards here. Eagle defense would love to get a stop, get the ball back into their offense's hands. There's about 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Quarterback looking to pass this time. Rolls out to his right. Flags fly. Heavy pressure.
may
He
have
throws out of a sack. That's got to be intentional grounding. Another flag flies. The second flag is going to be for the grounding. The first one should be holding, and so that should be for sure an option for the Eagles. Quarterback was certainly inside the tackle box here. I didn't see a face mask or anything.
I didn't either. We are pretty far away from this play when it's happening, but nothing on the quarterback's body language going to the ground
I think that quarterback was certainly inside the tackle box when he threw it. The ball did not get to the line of scrimmage. We'll hear the call from the White Hat.
This offense, that penalty's declined. We have the offense that includes the loss of down. 5-yard penalty is 4th down.
Yeah, so Sam, you're right on. Well, there's going to be a hold that happens, and listen, I think that's the first hold that they've called. There's been a lot of holds that I've seen happening.
I think it's a second, but there's been more than that too.
There's been more than that. So it's good to see the Eagles get a couple of calls there. And let me tell you, the Eagles are just primed for pass plays right now. Between Harris and Smith, they both get a shot at the quarterback there. He just gets the ball away. Fortunately for him, that grounding actually turns out to be a better loss than it would have been for the penalty.
And it's better because you've got Brian Davis now standing near the 50-yard line with a chance to return one. Last time the Tomcats didn't give him a chance, but they will have to give up a lot of yardage to not give him a chance here.
I would have loved to have seen Batee back there with him. We have seen Coach Davis put a couple of returners back there.
Line drive kick. Davis going to have this one at his 45, waiting for his blockers. Dances around for a few minutes and then cuts it back out to his left and returns it around the 40-yard line. Great starting field position for the Eagle offense. Their best opportunity to try to get back in to even this game up.
Yeah, I understand what Brian's doing right there. He's just trying to buy some time to see if some white jerseys can get on some blue jerseys. But what you'll notice is he takes the route would have been if he would have just kept his momentum up that sideline. So, nevertheless, he stays healthy on that play, and also the Eagles get great starting field position here in a 7-point game.
See if this Eagle offense can move the ball here. Maybe get a score just before the end of this first half. Do send Brian Davis out wide this time, stacked behind Keegan Cooper. Going to give this one off the left side. That's R.J. Davis, who dives over a Stone County Tomcat tackler for a gain of about 4 yards on that play.
Number 10, Davis on the carry.
See the Eagles go with a delayed handoff here, and that can go a couple of different ways. It does buy that defensive line some time to get there, but it also brings them behind the play by the time he takes off. We see the Eagles get positive yardage there on that play. Shotgun here for the 2nd down.
Ashley looking to pass, throws this one out to Aiden Hemphill, who catches it, drives ahead, continues to churn his feet, and he's going to be across the 35-yard line. Going to bring 3rd and maybe 3 yards.
Another short, quick pass concept there for Ashley. He's been just as good as you can be on those here early in this game. We'll see what they got drawn up here for 3rd and short in a biggest 3rd down of the half so far, with an offense needing something to go their way.
And a down and distance that the Eagle offense has honestly struggled in. They've been in this position a couple of times so far and been unable to convert, especially when they've been in Stone territory.
In tight here again, I formation.
Run this one straight ahead with Jaden Houston, who's hit right at the line of scrimmage and is stopped for a loss. We've seen this over and over and over in those 3rd down situations. They continue to try to run the ball straight ahead. They continue to be unsuccessful. 4th down now. Again, outside of any field goal range, so it's a go situation.
This is an identical
almost
scenario.
Exact series we saw in the first quarter on the other end of the field.
Yep, the Eagle offense last time right on the other side of the field, only because it was the first quarter. The fields have flipped since then, but right here in this go-go area here on these 4th downs, last time they come out, run it straight up the middle. We'll see what they got this time in the shotgun.
Ashley looking to pass this time. Tries to go deep. There's nobody home. Incomplete pass there is a little confusion between Davis, the receiver, and Ashley, the quarterback. Davis cuts his route off short because he's got multiple blue jerseys over the top, and Ashley turns it loose, and that is going to be a turnover on downs with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this second quarter.
There's miscommunication there, but I think the biggest issue is it seems like there's a call to go for 40 when you need 4, and the Eagle offense has done really good at just picking up 4, 5, 6, even up to 9 yards on quick throws. I would have loved to seen them just get the ball to 0 in space there instead of going for a shot downfield.
Stone County gives this one ahead. Eagles run him all the way back. He's pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Going to be another tackle for loss by this Eagle defense, who has played really well this first half. Gave up the big run on one drive, but other than that, have been a difficult group to deal with. See if they can continue that for these last 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, I tell you, what really has changed here is that second level, the linebackers, and that third level, they're just doing a good job pursuing the football. They were really lax there on that one drive where they allowed them to work in space, and that's hard to tackle when you do that way. So good job sticking their nose in. Another second long here.
Quarterback throws this one. That ball is caught, but not for much of a gain there as the Eagle defender is on him in a hurry. He's hit as soon as he catches it, driven back.
Third and long here. Tomcats just, I would imagine, want to keep this clock moving here. Eagles got to know that. The only way for them to really get the ball back is some type of turnover here because they have no timeouts. So this minute and 50 seconds counting down towards halftime will continue to tick unless there is something, maybe a turnover potentially, or Stone tries to go for it all here with a pass play.
Eagles got to find a way to make a tackle here. Empty set, quarterback looking to pass. Here comes pressure. White jerseys all over him. He throws this ball, and that incomplete pass is going to buy the Eagles some time here.
So I tell you,
quarterback gets up a little slow. We'll have to watch that and see. Good to see him get to his feet.
I tell you, that really surprises me.
Very aggressive play call.
Very aggressive play call. You've played just about as good as you can if you're Stone County. All you have to do is lay the ball down, essentially, hand it off.
Here's what it says. It says, number one, they trust their punting unit. Number two, they trust their defense, which if you look at the scoreboard, you'll see good reason for that.
Yeah.
The Eagle offense has really not threatened them much so far tonight. They come after that one, almost had a chance to block it. Davis going to receive this one, pick it up at the 30, makes a man miss, and now he steps out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Just trying to see, was that Batee who broke on that football? I think if he stays over the punter, he's got a chance to get that one. We'll see later on in this football game if they can break through on maybe a punt block.
Man, it would have been a huge momentum swing.
All the way in their end.
Would have bought you so much field here. So the Eagle offense does come out here with 1:22 left to the half, needing to just protect the football, but obviously want to go and see if you can grab some points right here before the half.
Yeah, a situation where you'd like to throw the football and see if you trust your offense, particularly a quarterback, to be safe with the ball, throw it away if need be, and hit it if it's there. Ashley is looking to pass. Gets a little pressure right in his face, breaks that pressure. Now still looking to run. He gets back near the line of scrimmage. Just not a lot of time for Ashley to stand back there. Again, we talked about trusting your quarterback. He does a good job making sure you can do that under heavy pressure. Clock continues to run.
Yeah, these long developing plays just don't seem to be an option
that does not
right
suit
now.
us well.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty here.
Yeah.
It's going to be an illegal formation or some type of procedure penalty on Brian.
He lined up about 3.5 yards past the line of scrimmage, tried to get back when he realized it, and by that time the ball was getting ready to be snapped. Just a little frustration here for the Eagle offense, which tends to happen when you are being shut out in a half of football and have struggled to have much success. 46 seconds here. Still on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 17.
Play whistled back in. 40 seconds counting down. Eagle offense here with a second and very long.
Ashley looking to pass. Again, heavy pressure. He's going to be sacked back near the 15-yard line. You just see blue jerseys, not particularly big guys. I mean, that's number 51. Number 51 looks like he's probably 6 foot on a good day, maybe 200 pounds, and he's just blowing through guys like they're not there. They stop him for just a moment, and then as soon as the receivers have a chance to get down the field, there's another one coming through, one off the left side coming through. Just not a lot of I don't know how to say in a nice way as the Eagles going to take this locker room.
And
not a lot of great blocking on those pass calls.
And listen, 53 minutes into this game, we're at the half. Both of these offenses are running the ball. They want to run this ball. But what is happening here is the Eagle offense is just not making any adjustments to the way that they're running the ball, the places they're running the ball. So there's a lot to clean up here, but we got a football game.
Hey, it's a one-score game, and the Eagles are going to get the ball right after half.
That's right. So we're going to bring it to you right here on the Eagle Sports Network. Not sure of any halftime festivities. If there are any, I can promise you we'll bring them right to your living room right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Bank of Wiggins family has been working hard since 1916 to meet the needs of our schools and community. Stop by the Bank of Wiggins and see how we can help with all your financial needs.
When your garage door breaks, you don't just need fast, you need super fast. Call today and we'll send a certified garage technician to your home. Quality repairs done so fast, it's like nothing ever happened.
They're not fast, they're super fast.
Call today and we're on the way.
We've made it out to the warehouse where we're carrying bentonite products for drilling applications. We're carrying absorbents for any kind of spill applications, traffic control products for any other traffic control needs you have. We even have pallets of water. So safety is a big thing for us here at ESI Supply. So come see any of our 8 employees and any of our 7 employees and we'll be happy to help.
No gimmicks, just roofs, strength, roofing, and siding.
ESI Supply. Let's talk about the ABCs of fall protection. Anchors, body wear connectors. When it comes to anchors, we have cross arm straps, we have tie-in points, we have roof anchors. B for body wear, we have multiple different lines of fall protection in harnesses, all shapes, sizes, and styles. Let's talk about C for connectors. We have dual SRLs, single SRLs of all lengths. We have single leg lanyards and dual leg lanyards. So when it comes to fall protection, come see us at ESI Supply.
No gimmicks, just roofs, strength, roofing, and siding.
Come on, we're gonna be late. No, school.
When your garage door breaks, you don't just need fast, you need super fast. Call today and we'll send a certified garage technician to your home. Quality repairs done so fast, it's like nothing ever happened.
They're not fast, they're super fast.
Call today and we're on the way.
Hey, this is Patrick with ESI Supply. Do you ever have problems with your employees not wearing their safety gear that you issue because it's not comfortable? Well, at ESI Supply, we can help do a personal protective equipment evaluation to show you what's on the market. That way you don't have to resort to scare tactics to get your employees to wear their PPE. So come by and let us do that evaluation for you here at ESI Supply.
Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. It is halftime here as the Eagles trail the Stone County Tomcats by a score of 7-0. Ryan, in some ways, the first half of this game went the way that we expected. It was a defensive first half, not a lot of points on the board, a one-score game, but I was a little surprised at the offense's plan and their inability to execute that plan. They just couldn't get much going in the first half.
Yeah, we talked about what we thought we might see, and we were planning to see a lot of I formation. I thought that would come with a little more misdirection and a little more flexibility and willingness to change. I understand a football game is 4 quarters, and 2 is just half of that. We still got a long way to go to see adjustments made, but I think that's going to be the key here, is how do we make the Tomcats do something other than throw as many bodies at our 5 O-linemen and potentially a tight end? How do we stop this 11-on-6 parade that's happening right at the line of scrimmage so that this Eagle offense can get some room to work? What are some ways we can implement some screens, some quick passes that we did see work, so that this Eagle offense can climb back into a game that honestly feels a lot worse than 7-0.
Yeah, and we weren't surprised by seeing the I formation. We were just a little surprised that it wasn't really the power set out of the I formation that seems like we maybe were expecting. If you want to come out and go straight at them, Florence does have some powerful running backs, and it just didn't seem like we really took that approach in the I formation. Brian Davis took a lot of handoffs from that tailback position, and just wasn't very effective even in doing it. And it seemed like there were some other things that were more effective over the course of that first half that we didn't go to on key plays and key situations.
Yeah, and we did see the defense struggle on one drive. Other than that, nothing alarming happening on that side of the ball. The Eagles continuing to be menaces in the pass game, defending the pass game. They struggled wrapping up there for a drive in which they do give up the long score. But they come out and make open field tackles. And we see a lot of that happening, a lot of players on both sides. So it's not a matter of effort. We're seeing some effort from the guys, just not a lot happening on the offense to be proud of there for 2 quarters. And for me, it's hard to see a route in which you could come out again and try that same game plan. And there is a little bit of development here. I don't have any word on this, but it looks like Jaden Houston may be out for the remainder of this game. You'll see him over there on the right side of your screen moving through that end zone. So he is crutching over to support his Eagles here in this second half. So that's one of the 3 horsemen there that we wanted to see at tailback. So we'll see what the Eagles come out with here. That's enough pessimistic talk. Some optimism is it's a 7-point game, and your defense has looked really good.
And you're about to get the football.
And you're about to get the football on offense. So there's a lot of things happening here, a lot of developments. It's time for the Eagle offense to come out and prove that they're ready to put their stamp on this game.
Yeah, and one of their struggles is they've been willing to open it up a little bit. They've called some passing plays, just haven't been able to protect Ashley when they have called those plays. And those plays seem to have primarily been long developing down the field type throws, and they just don't seem to be able to give him enough time to be able to utilize those. We've seen him be very effective on some slant-type passes early in the season. We saw him catch some slants and take them to the house. And I believe Brian Davis has enough speed that he can change this game on one play. But the Eagles are going to have to be able to get him into a little space if he's going to be able to do that. And that's just not something they were able to do on offense in the first half, is get he or anyone, frankly, the ball with much space.
Yeah, and looking through some of these stats here for the first half, Brian Davis doesn't have a reception in this game. So we talk about some effectiveness in the slants. It would just be effective, I think, to just get him the ball in space, period. He has 5 carries for only 8 yards. So
yeah,
little bit we've seen him carry the ball, there's just not been a ton of success.
We talked about that. You know, his skill set doesn't really lend itself to taking the ball from 4 yards behind the center and just powering through bigger players. His skill set is a little more something to make guys misuse his speed in space is where he excels. And it's just been a little bit surprising to see him deployed as a power-type back. We do know that he's deceptive, and so you want to get him touches, but I would like to see him get some more of those touches outside the tackles rather than inside. And, we'll see if they're able to do that. One of the things this coaching staff has done well at times is make halftime adjustments, and I know Coach Davis will be on that. We said that to win this game wouldn't take a lot of points.
Yep.
But it will take some points.
It's going to take
and right now
points.
Florence doesn't have any. And so if they could start right now by getting some, that would be a good start. All right, Stone County kicks this ball at Squibbs, takes a high hop, and is going to be returned there to about the 34-yard line as the upback takes it and falls forward. I think that's Cale Taylor, who does a good job catching that football, securing it. He kind of loses his footing there. He wants some more.
I think Cale's a little upset there. He got that with full head of steam. He does a good job just corralling that squib kick, and he's ready. He's ready to run.
And I'm going to tell you something. Cale can run.
He can.
If you give that kid a seam, he may be standing in the end zone. As it is, I think the 30-yard line tackled him that time. And here comes the Eagle offense. Looks like they're going to come out in the shotgun.
Split back.
2 split backs. Going to give this one to Davis around the left side. He's got some room to run there.
Wow.
Runs over a man. And I really like to see this Eagle offense come back out in the shotgun. That looks something more like the type of play. Even though it's still a handoff to Bryant, it's getting him out on the edge with some space to look and work.
Yeah, and you see, he may have hurt us a little bit talking about his power. He's able to move that Tomcat defender off that tackle because of the space he's working
That's right.
with. He gets
Had
speed.
a full head of steam.
He's able to get some acceleration up. So early indications show the Eagles want to try and do something a little bit different here.
Yeah, we talked about the adjustments. This is an obvious adjustment coming out of halftime. This time they give it to Davis again, who churns ahead. Going to be stopped for maybe 1 on that play. Going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yep, 2 positive plays. Now you're looking at a 3rd and very manageable here. So It's not that we don't want Brian to get between those tackles. We want him to choose his moments where he can get in between those tackles. He does it right there. Eagles staying right on time here, 3rd short.
This is the down and distance this Eagle offense has to do well, and they've struggled so far in this first half to convert in situations like this. This time they stay in the shotgun. Give it to Davis again around the left side. He's got some room out there. He's got the first down yardage and runs out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line, and that is good for a first down. Nice blocking right at the edges so far for the Eagles as we see them try to attack those edges so far here in this second half.
Yeah, great job. I mean, it's 3 of the same plays, but it gives Brian 2 different options here, to cut that through the middle or to bounce it outside. He chooses it right 3 times, and the Eagles move the chains.
Around 10:45 tonight. Boondocks be open until around 10:45.
Eagles look to the sideline here. Ashley now gets ready to take the snap. Motion man is Batee this time. He cuts inside his blocker. He's going to have a gain of maybe 3 or 4 more there. Again, we see another little creative wrinkle. This time it's Batee in motion trying to get to that edge. He doesn't get all the way to the edge, but he still gets 4 yards.
Yeah, and more importantly, it's something to put in the Tomcats' minds that the Eagles won't go right up the middle. So now you can move Batee into motion and hand it off after that up the middle, and all of a sudden you'll see a little less bodies there for the offensive line to control.
Eagles also spreading some of these Tomcat defenders out a little bit. It's Batee in motion again. They do give it to him. A lot of room out on the left side again. Nice tackle by that Tomcat defender who simply comes up, cuts his legs out. Batee had room, needed to make a decision either to take it wide or cut it up. He kind of just doesn't do either one and allows that Tomcat defender to come and get him. Going to bring up 3rd and about 5 yards. We'll call it a long 5. Eagles stay in this shotgun formation. Backs on either side of Ashley. Ashley looking to pass this time. That ball is thrown out near the first down line, but T catches it.
Wow, I think it's
going to be right at the sticks.
A yard short, so the timing just a little bit off on that play. Not sure if it's the high throw. It is. The ball does come out a little bit high. That doesn't allow Batee to stay there and get that extra yard to gain. Nevertheless, it's 4th and 1. And a big play for the Eagle offense here as you're trying to get some momentum to start this second half.
Big 4th down play. Eagles need to keep this drive alive. Back into the I formation now for the Eagles. It's a quarterback sneak.
He fumbled it.
And I don't believe he's anywhere close to the first down. That is going to be a turnover on downs for the Eagles.
Yeah, Kane doesn't even come up with this ball here, so I don't think the snap was clean. It looked to me like the ball was down, and all of a sudden, what seemed to be a substantial drive, the Eagles look like they're going to come out and answer, come up with a 0 again.
Similar pattern to what we saw in the first half. Some success moving the ball, but when it got into 3rd down and short, 4th down and short, just not able to make those plays that count. And those are big plays over the course of a game that may be decided by 1 score.
Yep.
Defense now looking to come out. Need to get another stop. Almost feel like they can't afford to go down by another score.
Right.
Stone County going to run this ball straight ahead. Back's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. Eagles defense does a good job swarming, getting lots of bodies to the football. These Stone backs have been elusive. They have made the first guy miss a number of times, but the Eagle defenders have done a great job getting multiple hats to the football.
Yeah, you feel really good in these long yardage situations if you're the Eagle defense.
Going to give this one off to the right side. Tripp Smith hits him right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for another short game, but still going to bring up another 3rd and long situation. Third and about 7 here. Ball on the 44-yard line.
3rd down and 8 for your Tomcats.
Tomcats would need to get to the Eagle 48 to convert and get a new set of downs. Looking to pass this time. No, he hands it off on that counter action. Eagles have him stopped up in the backfield.
And a much better job.
They're looking for that misdirection.
That's right. So we've seen them get the touchdown on this play, and then they picked up a big first down on this play. Eagle defense, honestly, Sam, not really convinced this quarterback's going to do much with the ball in his hands. They've learned from that mistake. They stay with eyes on the running back, and when he gets it, just rally to the football. And it looks like they're just going to reset this play clock here, but it looks like the Eagle defense is going to come up with a huge stop for the offense here in the third quarter.
Yeah, another chance for Brian Davis to get his hands on the ball in space. He's been dangerous here.
Remember, they almost got that punt last time. We'll see how the Eagles come after it here.
Looks like they're lined up to try to bring pressure. They do.
Battie does get through.
Flags fly. Wow. That's going to be roughing as Battie again misses the ball off the foot. But I think that ball hits the ground, and so I think he's a runner in this case.
He
and
is a runner.
That flag's going to be picked up if they get this correct. We'll see the call.
Wow, no, he's going to stay with it. They're going to stay with the penalty here.
That's the second time we've seen Battie have a chance to block the football. And he's, instead of going to the foot of the punter, which is what they teach you to do, he's kind of running by the foot of the punter. And it looks like they go with the running into the kicker.
Yeah,
so it's not an automatic first down, but it may be a situation where you've got to certainly be alert for the fake here. And again, Battie's in there is there in plenty of time to block that punt. He's just got to take it off his foot rather than running in for a tackle. Whistles here, flags fly. The backfield. This may move them back 5.
Start.
All right, so 5-yard penalties. That was a false start. We're right back to where we were 2 plays ago, as it's going to be still a 4th and long punting situation.
To which I pose the same question. If you're Battie, you feel certain that you can get through here. They've allowed you to do it twice. You just missed it the first time. You make a mistake the second time. Maybe third time's a charm here because, listen to me, this offense will take all the help they can get.
They need all the help they can get right now.
And a block punt would go a long way.
Does get this one off. Brian Davis going to take the high hop at the 20. Host of blue jerseys waiting on him there as he's tackled after a very short return. That's where the Eagle offense will come back when we return. Stay tuned on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, there was a penalty on that play. We're going to get the call right now from the White Hat.
Wow, looks like it's going to be was that a blindside block?
I think it's a personal foul, blindside block, 15-yarder, going to move the Eagles all the way back inside their 10-yard line. And you talked about the offense needing all the help they can get. That's not what you meant.
This is not help at all. Quite frankly, it's quite the alternative. The offense now going to set up shop.
Maybe at the 12.
What looks like the 12-yard line. So a lot of field to go. Now, the good news is you've proven you can move the football. This is not a question of if you can move the football. It's what are you going to do in those times where it's got to get situations, the 3rd and shorts, the 4th and shorts. So this Eagle offense in desperate need of some points of some sort here late in the 3rd, 6:04 to go.
Ashley takes a low snap, has to fall on it and cover it. Eagle offense struggling to execute here. Backed up into your own end. First down.
Yeah, this will be.
You get a low snap, it's going to be second and about 16.
It'll be a loss of about 4 for the Eagles.
Maybe second and 14.
It'll be second down.
Eagle crowd ended up having a good turnout here.
Yeah.
Mississippi Gulf Coast, they're just waiting for their offense to give them something to cheer
Ashley
about.
gives this one to Batee around the left side. Good blocking over there. He's going to get all the penalty yards back, plus a few. Looks like it'll bring up 3rd and about 9.
Batty on the carry. He'll be forced down by number 51, Dalton Stringer.
Continue to move that spot up, maybe 3rd and about 8.
Pick up about 5 on the play.
Eagles have struggled to protect Ashley in passing situations. We haven't seen much in the way of a screen or a draw or anything that would slow down the pursuit of that Tomcat defensive front. Eagles spread them out again.
They do have a couple guys over Davis here.
Ashley is looking to pass. Again, heavy pressure. He's going to be sacked. Better pick up that football. He's still on his feet. Tries to stay out of the end zone. Has his forward progress stopped. He's going to be sacked back at the 2-yard line. Again, we talked about how the Eagles have been unable to protect him. That continues to be the case there. He tries to get out of the pocket, and there's just nowhere for him to go out of the pocket. That's where the pressure is coming from. That's a loss of probably 8, 9 more, and this is going to make Hayden Boykin punt with his heels deep in the end zone. Eagles snap it. That play is blown dead.
Yeah, and thank goodness, not Boykin's best attempt there. That ball would have gone out at.
Look, the Tomcat return man is standing on the Eagle 35-yard line. They do have another back in a safety-type position. Now he backs up maybe to the 39, but
a punter's worst nightmare here in the shadow of his own goal post.
Boykin kicks this one. They're going to let it bounce. Takes a backwards bounce.
Wow.
It's going to be covered there at the 35-yard line. That ball punted all the way out to the 40, which is a really nice punt by Boykin. Can't get the roll this time, but he does buy his defense a little more room anyway, but just a huge field flip after the last effort for the Tomcats to drive the ball. They have flipped the field completely, and the offense helped them again by going backward.
Yep. Eagle defense back out here again.
Quarterback's going to pass this one quickly out to his left. That's incomplete. Love for that ball to be lateral rather than thrown. Maybe the Eagle defense can put a score on the board here.
The second attempt for the Tomcats.
Yeah, and you can.
You continue to hope that this Tomcat offense does things like put the
like
ball
that.
in the air.
Well, I was just about to say, you can tell just how badly they want to score. They feel as if another score, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, almost moves them into cruise control as a team with the way their defense / our offense is playing.
Quarterback looking to pass. No, he hands this one off. That's a nice play by Hunter Smith. Nice ball handling by that Tomcat quarterback. Fooled me on that one. Did not fool the Eagles.
So what you're seeing is an offense here in the Tomcats that haven't proved they can pass the ball, but they're attempting to pass the ball to break this defense out of what they're in.
Yeah,
we're just not seeing that from the other side.
That's right, because this Eagle defense has really locked in on that run, putting bodies in the box, forcing them to try to do something else. We'll see what they can do here.
3rd and long.
Quarterback looking to pass this time. Going to throw this one out to his left. That ball is thrown and caught. Good for the first down up past the 25-yard line. Just a simple curl route by the Tomcat receiver there. Soft zone by the Eagle defense. He just throws it right into the pocket of that zone. Has a new set of downs. Really the first time we've seen them be able to connect on a throw and catch down the field.
And it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Batee continues to give cushion all throughout this play, so turns out to be a pretty easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll throw this one out to the right. A lot of room out there for the receiver. He makes one man miss, still on his feet inside the 20. He's going to be tackled there, down near another first down. Stone County offense now in the red zone. Second and about 1. Ball appears to be just about the 15-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Tomcats.
Looks like we may have looks like we thought we were going to have a timeout. It's an injury timeout as Batiste got to step off the field here. Dove tried to make a tackle on that one, favoring his left shoulder, I believe it is.
In what feels like desperation time here for this Eagle defense to get a stop.
And this is their strength, playing in that shortened field.
Yeah, I'm not sure what took so long to throw this false start.
There's all kinds of
the Tomcat right tackle and tight end were playing musical chairs, if you will.
Put their hand on the ground, stand up, let's switch.
Let's do it again.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, you just can't do it. And it took them forever.
It did. It took a long time for them to decide to call that. It is a good break for the Eagles as it continues to move that ball back. Makes a 2nd and 1 now, a 2nd and 6. Gives your defense a chance to maybe force at least a 3-point try. Motion again, quarterback looking to pass this time, throws it out to his left.
Yep, that's a penalty. Yep, they're going to get Hemphill. It's not a large tug, but it's a tug nonetheless. He gets beat here with his shoulder square to the receiver. He's trying to get back behind him. Hemphill reaches his arm out, gives him just a little bit of a tug, and it's enough. It's enough. I could see it from here.
Sure.
I know the refs could see it from there.
Yeah, it's a good call, and not sure that really had to be done. He was going to get beat, but that pass was going to be thrown quite a bit out front. But Hemphill unable to track the ball there and elects to just go ahead and make the grab because he knows he's going to be beat on the play. Going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for the Tomcats. Back on the ground now. Running back makes a man miss in the backfield. Eagles track him down quickly. No gain on that play. Stone County with a man down on the field. As they see to him, let's go ahead and take a timeout. Stay tuned for more Eagle football when we return here on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, welcome back. Eagle Sports Network, 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line for the Tomcats. Eagle defense desperately needing a stop, down 7-0 here in this 3rd quarter. They pitch this one to the running back. Flags fly. He gets to the corner, but I think this one's coming back. He's pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. I'm pretty certain we got a hold all the way back behind the play, going to move him back 10 more yards.
Holding against the offense, 10-yard penalty. That's 2nd down.
All right, we got a holding call there, an enthusiastic holding call. White Hat got his mic back on just in time. Grateful to him for wearing the mic tonight. And that's a big penalty. It's a couple of penalties now that have moved this 2nd and goal all the way back to the 19-yard line.
Yep. The Tomcats have, I'm tell you, eluded a lot of holding penalties, so the Eagles on the right side of that
Here's
one.
that fake pitch.
And look at Hemphill.
Aiden Hemphill meets him in the backfield for another loss.
That is about as good as you could play that if you're Hemphill. So they add an extra wrinkle.
That's right.
To this, what they like, this misdirection. So it's a fake handoff. There's a receiver that comes behind. He fakes it to him and then hands it off. Hemphill just stays home. He says, if you're coming, I'm going to stay right here and wait for you. He chooses a perfect opportunity to go. Great job. Sets up a third and long in what is going to be a long field goal attempt from here.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they're in range right here. 3rd and goal, maybe a situation where you just try to get some and try to get some more. Quarterback will look to throw this ball. Throws it deep down the left side. Brian Davis back there, and that's broken up. Excellent play by Brian Davis as he goes up and breaks up that pass. And Davis is a little slow to get up on this play, still on the ground. Plays that ball in the air perfectly, but the way he lands and the way the receiver lands on him, just a situation where a lot of bodies get tangled up there. All right, as they see to Brian Davis, we're going to take a break right here. We'll bring it back to a 4th down play when we return right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back right here on the Eagle Sports Network with some good, great news. Certainly, prayers went out as Brian goes down. He's slow to get up, and we got a camera guy acting like an awesome sideline reporter there that just lets us know that he's cramping. So Brian gets off the field there, but makes a fantastic play on the ball there as you get a good look at our sideline reporter slash cameraman, BJ, letting us know the good news on Brian. We'll get him off and tended to and hydrated. But
hey, here's something you don't hear all the time. 4th and goal from the 29. Quarterback looking to pass, looks to his left, has a man underneath. Now breaks all the way back across the formation, still on his feet. Tries to double back again. Eagles finally going to bring him down there.
And Sam,
no gain on the play.
That is a huge defensive possession.
What a stop by this defense.
Aided by the Tomcat offense doing their best Eagle offense impersonation and just going backwards when they get 1st and goal all the way down to what I believe was, the 9-yard line?
It was.
And then backed all the way up to where they can't even get the 3 points to come up with a 4th down stop. And now another opportunity for this Eagle offense
one
to come
play.
out.
You need to find one play you can be right back in this football game.
Shotgun again.
Ashley going to give this one to Xavier Smith. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward. See these Tomcats just continuing to press the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of room here to run for the Eagles here in the 2nd half.
It is
see Brian Davis trot back on here.
11 and a half to go here in the 4th quarter. Time slowly becoming not your friend if you're the Eagles, the longer that 0 sits on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this Tomcat defense has kind of just played the deep ball all night, and the Eagles haven't responded with any curl routes or something underneath, so they can't just sit back and play over the top. You'll see the way they'll line up, really no safety help. They give this one to Batee off the right side, who pushes his blocker forward and really ensures that he gets the block that he needs, turns it ahead for a nice gain. Going to bring up another 3rd and 3 situation. I'm just talking about how these DBs are playing our receivers. They're playing over the top, and we have not been able to solve that puzzle. We've tried to throw it over the top. The times that we have thrown it underneath, we have been successful. We just haven't done that with some consistency.
So here we go. Here is the down in question and distance in question.
Yeah, at 3rd down, often called the money down, and we'll see how it pays off here. So far, Stone County has won the money down all night long. Eagles get in the I formation. Davis hitting the backfield, tries to bounce it out. He's tackled for a huge loss on the play. We've gone I formation almost every third and fourth and short, and I think almost every time there's been a blue jersey at the moment he takes the handoff. That time, the blue jersey could have taken the handoff had he wanted to. Just no threat of a conversion on third down and fourth down so far tonight for the Eagles, and bring them into another punting situation.
Yeah, we talked about we didn't believe there was going to be a route in which the Eagle offense could continue to do the same type of formations and plays that they did in the first half. We're proven to be right here in the second half. Just a refusal to mix it up on third and shorts has led to a lot of failed attempts and frankly situations where you almost can't even go for it on fourth as they're driven back so
you're
far
losing yards
with the attempt. So this Eagle defense that just gets you a stop with the aid of the offense of the Tomcats, now back onto the field with 9:26 left.
And this has been the pattern that we've seen this Eagle team struggle with. The defense gets stop after stop after stop, but then the offense gives the ball right back, and they're back on the field, and they're not fresh. And we'll see if they're able to generate one more stop and give their offense another opportunity.
Wildcat situation.
Quarterback keeps this one. He's got a short gain on the play.
Yeah, I can't tell. It seems to be
just a gain of about one there.
Second and 9 for the Tomcats.
I don't even think they have a quarterback on the field.
Yeah, they're in that Tomcat here. This is a quarterback. He throws this one out. He makes a man miss. Eagles have him dead to rights in the backfield and just can't come up and make that tackle as he's going to run this ball all the way up near the 30-yard line. Not going to have quite enough for a first down. Going to bring up another third down situation. Eagles had a chance to stop him for a loss there. Nice play by that receiver to make a man miss in space. Give his offense a chance to convert and get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so the former running back, number 23, has been at quarterback 3 plays in a row. We'll see how the Eagle defense adjusts here on a third down.
He's going to keep this one straight ahead. He's going to have enough for the first down. This little wildcat look.
Yeah, and I think they're content to go with it. That he's proven he can make that little screen pass out to the horizontal with the line of scrimmage, and he can also run the ball pretty effectively. So we'll see if the Eagle defense can come up with a stop.
Eagles jump there. They point to say that one of the Stone linemen moved. He may have moved when the Eagles were in the neutral zone.
Dead ball, encroachment against the defense.
And that is what happened. That lineman did move, as you see some of the Eagles pointing, but he moved because the Eagle defenders were in the neutral zone as they were trying to get back, and that's still that encroachment penalty on the defense, and that'll give them a free 5 yards. Eagles press more bodies up near the line of scrimmage now. They stay with the run. It's going to be a gain of about 3 more on that play. He's tackled there about the 42-yard line. Second down and maybe a yard.
Sam, I think the Eagles would be just as good to go ahead and man up every one of these receivers and put everyone else right on top of the football. Tomcats just proving they want to run this clock out. First down after first down, you see them gain another one there.
They sneak that motion back right behind the center and run a makeshift quarterback sneak. Going to be good for a first down. Clock continues to run. About 7.5 minutes to go now. Quarterback throws this one. That ball is loose.
Yeah, and you see an Eagle.
Cam Page got his hands on that football. That could have been a game changer.
You see an Eagle try to jump that, Sam, and I think that's the right idea at this
Absolutely,
point.
you got it. Look, if Cam Page can snag that football, and it would have been an unbelievably tough catch.
Right.
There's nobody between him and the end zone. He's going to score. Surprised to see the Tomcats even put that one in the air.
I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it 3 times. It just surprises me every time this Tomcat offense elects to throw the ball.
2nd and 10 now. Quarterback's going to keep this one. Run straight ahead. Gain of about 8 on that play. Going to bring up 3rd and about 2. Tomcats continuing to move this football now across the 50-yard line as the clock runs down under 7 minutes. If you're the Eagles, you don't want to give up too much more field position here. Expect to see them really push some bodies to the line of scrimmage as they do on this play.
Yeah, it looks like the
Lots
Eagles.
of pursuit in the backfield. Running back, playing quarterback makes some guys miss, but flags fly. It looks like they get a hold in the backfield.
Yeah, Eagles are going to be a beneficiary here, but it doesn't come as just offensive fault. Trip Smith, Sagini, tons of guys jump this play right off the
backfield.
Right off the snap, and they have to hold them. That is the call to keep that play from being a disaster. So it does set up a 3rd and long.
That's right. It moves it back into a 3rd and long situation.
In which this benefits the Eagles in a couple ways. They've just played better in these down and distance, and also you may force the Tomcats to throw the ball here and get you the ball back with 6.5 left.
Interesting decision here. You know they want to try to convert this to keep the football. But if you're the Eagles, you got to be looking to be opportunistic here if they give you the chance to get your hands on a football. Quarterback's going to run this one. Tries to bounce it back out the right side, loses his footing there. It's going to be another tackle for loss for the Eagle defense and a punting situation for the Tomcats. This Eagle defense has just played lights out tonight. They have done their job without a doubt, and they have continued to give this offense opportunity after opportunity. And Brian Davis going to get another chance, and this punt block unit going to get another chance.
Yeah.
Here come the Eagles, try to bring pressure. Brian Davis going to get a chance to return this one. Tries to bring it out to the left side. He changes his mind and drives straight ahead. Going to be tackled just across the 25-yard line. Eagle offense will come out here. Be interesting to see the approach they take, as now we're down at about 5.5 minutes to go. It's a situation where you want to think about trying to be able to pass the ball, conserve your time, but can you protect your quarterback enough to do that? Can you call pass plays that will allow you to be successful and get the ball out of his hand in time? See what the Eagles have here. It's the offense desperately needing a score to try to tie this one up. Ashley is looking to pass, has time. That ball is intercepted straight over the middle at the 40-yard line. It's returned at the 20, tackled across the 15-yard line. There are flags down on the outside near the 30-yard line. We'll see if that took place before the interception. Preliminary signal looks like. We'll see from the white hat. I won't speculate.
We have an ineligible man downfield against the offense. That penalty is declined. 1st down.
Stone County defense doing what they have done well so far tonight, and that is just stifle this Eagle offense, and they turn the ball over deep in their own territory, and this will put that Eagle defense right back out on the field after one play. Eagles do have all their timeouts.
Trucking serving the Southeast since 2015, specializing in oversized flatbed and equipment hauling.
Eagle defense tasked with a major responsibility here.
Quarterback gives this one to the running back. Tries to go straight ahead. Not much there for him. See the Eagles starting to rip at this football, which they desperately need to do. Trying to get this football out any way that you can. There is one objective here if you are Stone County, and that is to keep this football for as long as possible and to end this drive with a score of any kind.
Any kind.
If those two things happen, you just put this Eagle football team in a really, really deep hole.
That's going to be a false
Motion
start.
on the Tomcats this time, going to move them back again.
Oh, false start against the offense. 5 yards penalty, still second down.
So what that does also, Sam, is, it does move the offense in the right direction. But the further they move backwards, points become a long shot here. So
that's right.
The Eagle defense, it's been some beneficiary to some Tomcat penalties so far. But, man, you just got to know this defense wants the football back, and they want to get it back on their own terms.
Quarterback going to keep this one driving straight ahead. Going to be tackled near the original line of scrimmage. And with about 4 on that play. This clock will continue to run now. Tomcats really moving a little faster than I would expect them to here. Not even huddling. Right back at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll take their time and look to the sideline. Play clock only at 17. They snap it with 15. Quarterback will keep this one again. Big hole off the right side. He's going to be near first down yardage.
Oh, wow. He is just short. And decision time.
What a situation here for both teams. 4th down and a yard.
Wouldn't be a bad time. Go for a timeout here for Coach Davis.
Looks like they try to encourage the jump there. They don't get it. Good discipline by the Eagles. They're going to let this clock run all the way down. It looks like Stone County will be the ones to take the timeout. All right, so with 3 minutes and 8 seconds, we've got a timeout on the field. When we come back, we'll bring you this huge 4th down play right here on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. Big 4th down play coming with 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Eagles trail 7-0 in this ball game. Stone County going to line up for a field goal attempt. Eagles will be sending everybody trying to block this kick. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And with that kick, Stone County will take a 10-0 lead in this ball game. And while that's not the best case scenario for this Eagle offense, it's still a heck of a stop by the Eagle defense to keep their team in this game. One more time, Eagles desperately need a score, have all 3 timeouts, and are about to get the football back. Let's see if we can put something together in these last 3 minutes. Eagle return unit will come out. Stone County has been squibbing kicks all night long. We'll see if the Eagles try and move their back up to try to catch this football before it can take many bounces down the field. Maybe break off a kick return. With the struggles of the offense, it seems like the kicking game may be one of the best opportunities that the Eagles may have to score.
Win on the kickoff for the Tomcats.
We've seen Cale Taylor get his hands on a ball earlier tonight, wanted to break one. See if he can hit a slot here if they squib it down the middle again. They do line drive this kick. It'll be Brian Davis who takes it at the 10. He's got some room around the right side. Does get around the corner, still on his feet at the 50. Returns it past midfield. Nice return there by Brian Davis to give his offense a chance.
Good return from Davis. Maybe tripped up on number 9, Kevin Export. Good field position for the Eagles. They'll begin Tomcats, 49-yard line.
Eagle offense now with 2:58 left on the clock.
You feel like this Eagle offense has been one play away all night, just haven't been able to find that play. We'll see if they can tonight. Expect to see Stone County play over the top and send pressure. It will be Ashley looking to pass. He does get this one out to the left side. Ball's caught across the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds about the 36-yard line, and that's the kind of pass and catch we've been looking for as the night has worn on, as these Stone County defensive backs have played with a lot of cushion. Nice job there on throw and catch. Not only do they move the football, but they stop the clock by getting out of bounds.
Or not.
Did he not go out of bounds?
He definitely did.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, no, if he goes out of bounds with his forward momentum going forward, that clock should stop, and that's what they're talking about here. Coach Davis sees the same thing, and so they're going to try to get this corrected, I believe.
Short conversation here. They do get it reset to 2:45.
Yeah, they add the time back.
They add that time back.
Pressure coming off the left side. Ashley steps up. Got a little room to run as he crossed the 30, and a good job getting out of bounds there. Hit late. No flags fly.
Oh, wow.
Thought maybe we'd get 15 more. They would have been big ones. Good job by Ashley there. Getting the yards he can and getting out of bounds. That's key on this drive. As again, we see that clock stop on that out of bounds run by Kane Ashley.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to not see the flag, especially when it's a quarterback. There's a lot of emphasis on where he's angled. He's angled out of bounds. He's showing out of bounds. That hit does come in a little bit late. Don't get the call. So second short here from about the 28-yard line.
Trips to the right side this time for the Eagles. Ashley will be looking to throw again. Tries to roll to his left. Again, there's pressure there. Throws this ball out to his right. And a good job just getting rid of the football. And this is what we've seen as the game has worn on. When we try to go, any pressure that comes, Ashley's trying to get outside the pocket, and that's where the pressure is coming from. It's hard to stand in there because it feels like it's been coming from all angles, but good job just getting rid of that football, not taking the big loss on the play. Third down and 1 here. The Eagles need a lot more than 1, but you need to get the conversion in the fresh set of downs. 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ashley will look to pass again. Rolls to his right. Throws out to his right. That one is broken up. Nice break on that football as he's got a receiver under there. But by the time he lets it go, they're just kind of sitting waiting on that.
Yeah, so Aiden's he's open early in this development. Kane starts to move, and what happens is every blue jersey is shifting that way with him. He's cutting the field in half when he moves to that right hash, gives them just enough time to dive and get that play knocked down.
So fourth and about a yard here.
You need the first down.
Got to have the first down. Still got timeouts. I'm not sure they can get it on the run. What they're going to try to do, Brian Davis drives his way forward after being hit at the line of scrimmage again. Great job and effort by that offensive line, and Davis to drive ahead to ensure they get the first down. I was really worried. That's the first time that we've gotten the yards needed in that situation. Again, this clock is running now. Eagles need to go quickly. Ashley will look to pass this time, looking to his left. Now finds Davis crossing back underneath. He's going to step out of bounds just beyond the 10-yard line. I was worried when I saw him cut back in that he wasn't going to get out of bounds, but a good job making a man miss and preserving the time. Eagles can ill afford to be tackled inbounds
Yeah.
here on this drive.
Really, and for a couple reasons. Time's not your friend, and you can't use a timeout on this offensive possession.
You have to save your timeouts, if at all possible, to try and earn another possession. Now, we know the Eagles will come out and try an onside kick,
Yeah.
but even if you get it, you need to have a little time left. Eagle offense got something going here. First and goal from inside the 10. Ashley looking to pass again. Rolls out to his right. Going to be pressure there. Still rolling. Now he's going to run.
And he stays
Tackled at the
inbounds.
5-yard line. That's going to keep this clock running. You're going to lose a lot of time for what's going to amount to about a 4-yard gain here.
You're going to have to use a timeout.
And they got to burn the timeout.
Yeah, not a good situation there. If you're the Eagles, we just talked about the importance of saving time without using your timeouts. Just with that situation there and Kane electing to stay in bounds instead of just trotting out of bounds there, Eagles going to have to use a timeout, and that makes things pretty difficult. You still got a route here.
It does.
The 7 points are extremely important.
You need those.
And we know just how good this kicking unit is at getting possessions.
That's the insurance and the luxury that you have, especially as now the clock is a minute and a half. I mean, the timeouts are only going to help you so much once you get down to under that 2-minute mark just on time. Almost a situation where the Eagles have to have that onside kick recovery, and so you can't afford to lose any more time here.
Here comes the offense.
Second goal from the 5. Ashley throws this one out to his left. Brian Davis with a catch. Touchdown, Eagles. They're not done yet as they finally put a score on the board with 1 minute and 33 seconds here in this fourth quarter. Nice drive by the Eagle offense when they had to have it. They're able to find some passes out on the edge on the outside, and now Hayden Boykin will step up for a point after touchdown.
Yeah, it's Boykin's game here.
This is an important kick.
From here on out. This is a big point after.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and Boykin, as reliable as ever, puts that kick through and has one more important kick left to go tonight.
And now it's back on Boykin, right? And the rest of this recovery unit here. So this is going to be the best onside kick attempt you're going to see here, hopefully. The best you can draw up. The Eagles got to have it right here, 1 minute 33. If the score holds left in the season, so a lot happening. 2 timeouts remain for this Eagle unit here. So even if you don't get this,
not done yet.
The Tomcats can only allow that play clock to run down full time.
They will have to get a first down
without you stopping it. So there's a route here, and the Eagles showing fight like they always do.
Now I want to talk just a minute while we've got some time here. The Eagles can do a lot of different onside kicks.
Yep.
They sometimes kick it the little squibber out to one side in a traditional onside kick. Hayden Boykin can also, and has recovered multiple this year, where he kicks it straight ahead into the center. And sometimes they even have 2 different kickers. Hemphill can make an onside kick as well. Interesting to see which one they choose here.
And he's right there on the inside beside Boykin. So I think all options are on the table here.
Maybe a situation where they come out and see what this Stone Tomcat receiving team does and then make their call from there.
Yeah, we know that the Tomcats are prepared for up the middle. We saw them show that on the front, on the first part of this game here, the opening kickoff.
Eagles going to line it up straight here, trying not to tip their hand at which direction they may go.
I think Boykin may kick this. Hemphill.
Or they may fake one and then let the other. Here goes the fake. Hemphill sends it across. It's a high hop. Eagles got a chance to get it, and they can't quite grab it. They get a perfect hop on the kick. Great execution by the Eagles special teams, but the ball just wouldn't cooperate. Eagle return man couldn't quite get his hands on it. Stone County comes up, grabs it, and they'll have the football 1st and 10 from right at the 50-yard line. Really looked like the Eagles had that football or had a chance at it.
It was the best attempt you could ask for. Every roll, every bounce went your way. The fake works. You get it towards Davis's side.
You get the hop.
A Tomcat just finds himself in the right place, secures it. Now, Eagle defense.
Eagle defense got to send everybody here. Got to rip at the football. Minute and a half left. They do have everybody on the line. Stone County runs it straight ahead. Big hole off the right side. He is stopped after a gain of about 5 yards, and that's where the Eagles will spin their first time out.
Eagles will have one more chance to stop the clock here. With a minute and 23 left, you just have to spend it.
Yeah, you got to, and you can't afford the time, but you also can't afford the first down. That's a big gain on first down when you've got everybody on the line and in the box. Could potentially even be a 4-down situation here for this Tomcat offense if they get a chance, because the Eagles can only stop it one more time.
Looks like you'll see the 4-down linemen come back out here.
Is that all? Just 4? I hope they send out a bunch of them. They do have a lot of guys lined up across the front. The 2 linebackers walked all the way up on the outsides. Still some defensive backs stepped quite a bit off the ball. They run this one straight ahead. Eagles have him stopped in the backfield if they can get him on the ground. Finally they do for a loss. Coach Davis will immediately take another timeout with 1 minute and 14 seconds left to go.
Yeah, looks like it'll be about a 3rd and 7 or so to go. So good job, Eagle defense, good pursuit. Way to just stay in front of the man, right? So you don't want to overdo right there. He just pauses. So good job of the Eagle defense rallying around the football.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and about 7 yards, maybe 6 yards. And you expect that this Tomcat offense is just going to keep the ball on the ground here. No reason for them to risk stopping the clock. And if they do, the Eagles won't be able to stop it, but they will force potentially a punt or at least a 4th down go situation.
Here we go. Big 3rd down.
Quarterback checks the play at the line here. They fake to the motion man, give it off to the inside. Big hole off the right side. He's into the open field at the 20 and the 10 and the 5, and he's going to score as the Eagles have a chance to try to get him and cannot get him to the ground. That is the play that has hurt the Eagles all night long. They fake a little handoff to one side, go on the counter action into the other. It's what they gave up the first touchdown score on, and kind of a fitting in that they give up the 2nd touchdown score tonight. Not a lot to say about this other than that is going to ice this football game. Eagle defense did all they could, tried to give their offense every chance, and just gave up just enough to come out on the wrong side of this one, it looks like, tonight. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up and good, and that'll make it 17-7 as the Tomcats really go ahead and seal this game up. 1 minute 4 seconds left on the clock. Be interesting to see what the Coach Davis has on the special teams plan here. If you've got any kind of special teams return type play, this is the time to run it.
Yep.
Any kind of reverse, any kind of throwback, anything like that that can try and get you a quick score. It's what you need.
Main win on the kick it away for the Tomcats.
Just 64 seconds remain, what it appears in this football season for the Eagles.
It would take a miracle, something extremely rare for them to come back and get this one, but it is high school football.
It is. It really is.
They chip kick this one. Hemphill does not fair catch. Got some room out to the right side. Now he's going to lateral it to Davis, who's going to be hit hard at the 28-yard line.
I mean, not that it would mean anything. That hit does come in high, though I thought we may see flags fly. It would have helped the offense there.
The Eagle offense will have to see if they can't get somebody behind the defense here. 55 seconds left to go in this one.
Timeout, Stone County. It's their second timeout of the half.
All right, Stone County going to take a timeout right here, and we will as well. We'll bring you the conclusion of this one when we return right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Bentonite products for drilling applications, for carrying absorbents for any kind of spill applications, traffic control products for any other traffic control needs you have. We even have pallets of water. So safety is a big thing for us here at ESI Supply. So come see any of our 8 employees, any of our 7 employees, and we'll be happy to help.
All right, welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. Eagles trail 17-7, 55 seconds left to go. Ashley drops back looking to pass here. Steps up, heavy pressure. Throws this one to Davis out at the 35-yard line. Drives ahead and steps out of bounds just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a nice throw and catch. It'll stop the clock.
Number 0, Brian Davis. Be forced out of bounds by number 9, Export. Your first down for the Eagles.
Stone County defense. A number of guys lined up deep, expecting the pass. This time we hit Keegan Cooper out off the left side. Underneath, he steps out of bounds just shy of the, or just across the Stone County 45-yard line.
Number 13, Keegan Cooper.
Again, that'll stop the clock. Eagles doing just what they need to do here to try to move this ball down the field, take off as little time as possible. Ashley going to throw this one deep. Has a man down there. Nice effort to try and go up and get that football. 2 Stone County defenders down there. Break that one up. Eagle receiver tried to go get that football, made a heck of an effort, almost caught it on the tip drill coming down.
Good looking ball, too.
Yep.
I mean, I think Kane puts him in a good position there. He's got a couple of receivers running that sideline.
30 seconds left now. Ashley throws this one out to his left. Nice catch again by Cooper, but he's tackled in bounds. It's going to keep the clock running now. The first down catch actually will stop the clock until they reset the chains. Eagles got to get on them here. The clock has started. Ashley will spike it with 13 seconds left to go. I know it's not a game-changing type play, but that was a great catch by Keegan Cooper, who got hit hard as he received that football, and he hung on. Eagles will have to be quick here, maybe something quick to the outside. Also the situation where you go ahead and put the ball in the end zone, hope somebody can make a play. Ashley throws this one deep into the corner. Batiste going to catch that football. He makes, I'm going to say he makes some space for himself is how I'm going to term that, and catches the ball deep in the corner for a touchdown. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Eagles. Stone County can't believe there's not a push-off called, but that's a great play by Batiste, who goes up to get it. There's no time on the clock, and so maybe a situation where they'll kick the PAT.
They put 3 seconds back on the clock.
I thought he caught that ball. It was still a couple of ticks. Won't lose any time on this point after touchdown. It'll be a situation where, not sure, well, all 3 of those ticks, I guess they'll come off on the onside kick. May not get to run a play.
Yeah, it does. It does look like
that kick is up and good. And so you won't lose any on the point after touchdown, but
it does look like this onside attempt is going to take.
I'm not sure you can execute one in less than 3 seconds and still be able to get a playoff. And if we understand the rules correctly, is an onside kick is not returnable.
Not returnable
by the kicking team. It can be recovered.
I don't believe so. Now
but I don't believe it can be returned. I believe
this
the ball
clock
is dead at the spot of recovery.
It would take precision. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's probably going to take all 3 seconds. but the clock does not start until it is touched.
That's right. So that's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's just going to take some precision.
And I am fairly certain that if the kicking team recovers, the ball is dead as soon as they recover, which would mean only 1 second potentially could come off the clock. So maybe we're not done yet.
Maybe not. There's 3 seconds. It's a 3-point game.
We are believing right until the bitter end here as the Eagles have climbed their way back into 3. The offense with a couple of late scores here to keep this game alive. Eagles kicked an onside kick just a couple of series ago. They had a great chance to recover. Executed it perfectly, just couldn't quite get that one. We'll see what they have up their sleeve this time. Maybe a good time to try the quick, and they do try the quick one.
He goes down and
scooped up, and so that ball will be whistled dead immediately. Stone County will have to snap it one time. I think they'll just simply be able to kneel on it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, while it looks like the Eagles are not going to win this one, they have fought hard all night long. The defense played a whale of a game. We knew that it would be a low-scoring defensive battle. Just needed to see if the offense could generate enough, and they just weren't able to consistently tonight. Yeah. They do put 14 points on the board, but all those came late in the game, playing from behind. And especially when the Stone County defense had kind of backed off and just trying to prevent the big play. But it's been a good season for the Eagles, even though it's not going to end the way they want it to. They do find themselves in the playoffs for the second time in 2 seasons, as again they snap this ball, kneel on it, and that will bring us to the conclusion of this game. Congratulations to the Stone Tomcats as they advance in the playoffs. And congratulations to the Eagles on a good football season. It's not the way we want it to end, but you're very proud of how these players and these coaches played all year long. Really, tonight's game was kind of a microcosm of some things the Eagles did well all year and some things they struggled with all year.
Yeah, I think we summed it up pretty well in the pregame. There's not too much to talk about, post-game. I don't want to spend too much time berating these high school players that have put together a great season. But I will agree with you and say we thought the offense would struggle. They have all year. We knew that the keys to this game for us to win was going to be, could the offense sustain any success for any long periods of time? I would say that the meaningful drives that really have been put together tonight were few and far between by the offense. You see 14 points and a 3-point game that doesn't really sum up the game that we watched. This was a very tough game to watch on the offensive side of the ball. The Eagles couldn't really sustain any type of success in between the tackles running the ball, and that seemed to be the go-to for the most part, was continuing to run in between the tackles, and they're just not being a lot there. We do see them eventually try to open up with a pass that gets intercepted, and really what it boils down to is a defensive clinic put on by both teams.
Yeah, really good defensive game tonight by both teams.
And just one offense not being able to find enough plays early in the game to really hang in there late.
Yeah, and this game was decided on short yardage downs, on key big play downs. We saw the Florence offense multiple times on 3rd and short, 4th and short, sometimes deep in Stone territory, unable to convert in those situations, and that's where this game kind of hinged. That's where the offense fell short. They did move the ball at times, but in those key situations when they had opportunities to convert, they just couldn't quite do it, and so you hate it for these guys because their football season is done, But Eagle Sports Network is not done.
Right.
Because we love to call football games, but we have plans to bring you things like soccer games, things like basketball games, down the road, things like baseball games and other activities that are going on around Florence High School. And so we want to thank all of the viewers who tune in every Friday night to watch and be looking for more information on what some other opportunities will be for you to watch your Florence Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network. We also want to thank all of our sponsors. ESN has some of the greatest sponsors, some of the greatest partnerships, people that are willing to support your Florence Eagles, and it would be impossible without them. Without these sponsors, we would want to be here. We just wouldn't be able to be here. And so we want to thank all of our sponsors for all that they do, and we hope that you will thank them by going to see them. Go and spend your time and your money in their businesses. When you need something, call one of these sponsors and say, hey, we saw you on the Eagle Sports Network, and that's why we want to do business with you. That will encourage them to continue to sponsor your Florence Eagles and let them know that we are doing all that we can to make the most out of their sponsorship dollars. And then I also want to say a special word of thank you to the Eagle Sports Network production crew. Ryan and I get to talk in front of you all Friday nights in the fall. We are the ones who get to have all of the fun, but there's a full production crew in a production trailer. While we're in this wonderfully warm press box on this cold night, they have been standing outside running cameras and setting up mics and doing a number of things. There's so many people other than us that you don't see or hear, and so I want to say a special word of thanks to all of the ESN production team. Ryan, it's been a good season. You want every season to end with a W. That's just not possible. The Eagles football season comes to an end here tonight.
It does. Listen, you know a Florence Eagle football player, love on a Florence Eagle football player. There are guys just played their last football games in their life, and they really need to be loved on. This was a great season. We talked about the standard of Florence High School, and this fell short of the standard, I believe, that Coach Davis would tell you. This fell short of the standard, but bright days are ahead. We are proud to be affiliated with this coaching staff, this great school, and this great community. And unfortunately, the football season has come to a close. But being a Florence Eagle, it lives on, and it goes beyond football seasons, and there will be football seasons beyond this one. And we are just proud to be a part of this team and around this culture. So for Sam Taylor and Ryan Keith down here close to the coast, we are closing out tonight's broadcast saying good night, God bless, and go Eagles.